Hey YouTube, so it's Sunday the 25th of November, and I thought a nice feature to do would be to do a different video today and talk to you about starting a new set of videos in regards to games, tips, cheats and Easter eggs. So the first one's going to be an Easter egg, and it's for the Atari Lynx game Chips Challenge, which was released in 1989 by Epix and Atari. It's basically a fractal generator program, and to get to that I'll show you what to do. So there's the game cartridge for Chips Challenge, and here's the Atari Lynx. Just got the sun visor on an Atari Lynx 2, just to try and get the picture a little bit better for you. So we'll just turn it on. Turn the sound up a little bit. So hopefully you can see the screen okay, and we'll talk you through how to get onto the fractal generator program, which is basically a Mandelbrot Explorer. So you basically just skip all the title screen by pressing A. Then it gives you all these messages as usual, so just cycle through these with A, and then you get to the code screen, and the code you're basically going to use is MAND, M-A-N-D, so we'll just put that in. So M-A-N and D. So this will basically start at the program, so I'll just tell you a little bit about what it is. So a Mandelbrot Explorer fractal generator program is basically a fractal which is generated as a geometrical or physical structure that has a irregular or fragmented shape at all scales of measurement between a greatest and a smallest scale, such that certain mathematical or physical properties of the structure are greater than the spatial dimensions. So if you can understand that, that's what a fractal is. I don't understand that, I've just read that from the Atari Lynx tips book. So it's basically a nice looking picture really. So we'll press A and show you it generating. So as you can see, there's a bizarre screen of colours there, and as you can see, from top to bottom it starts cycling through and generating the picture, and unfortunately it does take a long time once it hits the black within the colour. I don't know why, maybe you can let me know. It's obviously takes a bit more to work out, so this is going to take a few minutes. So I'll just read through a bit more on the Easter egg within the Atari Lynx tips book I've got in front of me here. So basically the controls for the program, I'm not going to touch these at the moment because it screws up the thinking of the actual image on the screen. So the B button, when this button is pushed, it will create a box outline on the screen, pretty much about a quarter of the screen I think it is, which you can move around. And when the button is pushed again, the image on the screen will zoom away from you, and it will start cycling through the image generation again. The A button, when that button is pressed, it will also create a box outline on screen, and when pressed again, this will cause the image to zoom towards you, and obviously again it will regenerate the image on the screen. So just a little note here, after the image has either been zoomed away or towards you, take the outline off the screen and let the Lynx adjust the picture to more detail. So I'm going to basically talk through some of the more buttons. So option 1 button, this will create and vanish the box outline on the screen. A little note here is always take the outline off the screen after you have done with it. Option button 2, this will create the box outline and starts the colour cycling on the screen. One push of the button causes the cycling to go forward, and another push causes it to go backwards, and a third press of the button, option 2 button, will stop the cycling altogether. And there's a little note here as well, is it to change the colour of the cycling, go to the index. The pause button. This button will cause the Mandelbrot Julia Set Explorer index to appear on the screen. The index, you can change the depth, colour and cycle weight of the fractals, and also create your own pictures. The index should look a little bit like a list down the screen, with the first option being X, the second option being a Y, then step, depth, palette, cycle weight, and then there's a couple at the bottom called XGUL and YGUL. You can change anything you want on the index and it will change. It won't hurt the actual Chips Challenge games, so don't be afraid to change anything there. But before you change any of the XY, XDual or YDual settings, look at all the different images that can be found in the pictures on the screen. You can change the palette and cycle weight without messing up the programmed images. A little note is that there are two different programs to play with in this game. To see the other images other than Mandelbrot's, go to the index and push option 2. It will change the title from Mandelbrot Explorer to Julia Set Explorer. And just going back to the screen, you can see it's just about halfway through now, so you can pretty much get an idea of the image, but we'll just let that complete so you can see the whole thing. Some more to put towards this video is basically the codes, Chip Challenge codes. If you want to skip some levels, there's quite a few levels within this game, so obviously something that can get really hard, so if you can work your way through it, all good for you. If you do like to explore the levels and skip through them if you do find them too hard, I'll just give you a few codes. There are 149 levels, so I'll try and give you these in blocks of 10. So lesson 1, you don't need a code for that. Level 10 is to put the code in VUWS, and that's for the bushfire level. Level 20 is the tossed salad level, and that's KGFP. Level 30 is called Mishmash, and that's BQPZ. Level 40 is called Floor Gashborg, and that's YWFH. Level 50 is Dig Dirt, and that's QBDH. Level 60 is Scoundrel, and that's ZYVI. Level 70 is called Nightmare, and that's GCCG. Level 80 is called Vanishing Act, and that's EVUG. Level 90 is Playhouse, and that's OLLM. Level 100 is called Colony, and that's QJX and R. Level 120 is called Alphabet Soup, and you can get to that by putting in the code FLX and P. Level 130 is called Ice Cube, and that's HXI and Z. And level 140 is Ice Death, and that's SJUK. And then the last 4 levels, 146 is called Cake Walk, and that's JHEN. Level 147 is called Force Field, and that's COZA. Level 148 is called Mind Block, and that's RGS and K. And the last level, which is called Special, is DIGW. So that's some of the level codes for you, and as you can see on the video now, the fractal generator has generated the image for you. So what you see now is the fractal image, and I'll just go through some of the buttons now to show you what they do from what I explained earlier. So the B button, when this is pushed, it will create a box outline on the screen, like so. As you can see, it's pretty much a quarter of the screen as I described. So you can move that around the screen, and basically when you push it again, the image on the screen will zoom away from you. So we'll just get a little corner of it here, and there we go, you can see it zoomed away, and it's regenerating that image now. As you will see, it still takes quite a lot of time, a little bit faster than last time though, because the actual image itself in the middle of the screen there is already generated, so it's just doing the boundary. So if you want to zoom into the picture, we've just zoomed out there. It's still generating the image, but if you want to zoom back in, you press the A button, it gives you that box, and you can move it around again and zoom back in. So we'll just try that. We'll try that now because that's just going to take quite a lot of time. See, there's the box again, and you can basically zoom back in. We'll just go onto the image again. This will take ages. So that's zoomed in. You can still see the image, but it's got to regenerate it, which is doing from the top down. So option 1, it says that option 1, this will create and vanish the box outline. So we'll just press that and see what that does. So yeah, there's the box. So you can put the box up on the screen by pressing option 1, and you can move around with the D-pad, and to get rid of it you just press option 1 again, sorry. Option 2, this will create the box outline and starts the colour cycling on the screen, so we'll just do that. Not quite sure why it's not doing anything there. Oh, there we go, there's the quite a nice little feature that. I would try that once the image is totally generated, so it'll give a nicer picture than that, but you can see it's generating the colours on the screen there, cycling through them. So that's cycling through the colours going forward. Another push will cause it to go backwards. So there's the colours cycling backwards, and if you press it again it will stop the colour cycling. Hopefully. There we go. So that's quite a nice feature. I do like that one. It's quite pretty. Option 1 brings it up. Option 1 again cycles through it. Again cycles back, and again stops. So pause button, that will cause the Mandelbrot Dual Explorer index to appear on screen. Let me just see if we can do that. That's obviously the middle button on the right hand side of the screen. So there you go, there's the Mandelbrot Explorer menu, and there's all the list that I explained to you earlier. So you can change anything in that and it won't hurt the game. So obviously it disappears after a while, so you have to keep pressing it if you want it to come back up. So as you can see, you can go through the options and change those. Basically up and down, left and right, navigates the little flashing box on the screen, and then you can change any of the values by pressing A. So that's just increased that by 7. We'll just increase that to 9, see what that does. Just press there, or we'll just wait until that comes off screen and see if that generates anything different. So as you can see, I've changed the option there and it's going through the picture again, doing something slightly different. I'm not too sure what, but that's going to take quite a while, so we'll just have a look what else we can do with it. So let's just try the depth, just increase that by 100, and then the palette. As you can see there, it's changing that in the background, which is quite nice. Quite garish colours in here. I quite like the dark, that's quite like a sepia one there. Quite like the dark one, to be honest. So we'll just go back to that one, and we'll just see what that does. Just wait for that Mandelbrot Explorer screen to disappear, and then it should start generating the picture again. There we go. As you can see at the top of the screen there, it's just starting to cycle through it. So that's going to take a few minutes, so I will keep that running for you, so you can see the finished image at the end. So I'll just leave that video with you to go through, and once it's done we'll do the colour cycling again just to see what that looks like on this black and white version, and after that we'll call it a day. So it'll be quite a long video, but that's the Mandelbrot Explorer Easter egg within the Chips Challenge game. I'll see you in a bit. So there we go, that's the image generated. Quite a few minutes, as you can tell if you're still with us. Thank you very much. I understand it's quite a boring video, but it's quite nice to show you. So we'll just go through the colour option again, because that's quite jazzy after all that waiting, and that's done by pressing option 2. And there we go, that's cycling through. Quite pretty. Kind of need some funky music. But if I do that, I don't think I'll be able to upload the video due to copyright reasons. And cycling back through again. So yeah, we'll leave you with that, and I'd like to thank you for watching. Let me know below what you've been doing in these 25 minutes. Quite nice to hear. So that was the Mandelbrot Explorer Easter egg in the Atari Lynx game Chips Challenge. I'll see you soon with another tips or guide or an Easter egg or something in another game soon. Thanks guys, see you soon.